Hey ladies and gents, this is Linda Chic777 and today I'm coming at you with another wreath share. While I know that we all know you can do these wreaths in different colors, I just thought this one turned out really cool and I couldn't wait to share it with you guys. So I'm going to move my sign out of the way. Once again, I am hand holding my camera, and it is early morning. The coffee has not quite kicked in, so I could be a little shaky. I apologize. Anyway, let me move my sign out of the way. Try and do that one-handed while trying to keep the camera steady. Okay, so this particular wreath, I'm just going to slowly move up, was commissioned for me. And she wanted, well, it's a funny, well, not a funny story, but she wanted dark greens and browns with accents of reds. And I know you're looking at it going, that's not accents of reds. And you're completely correct. I could not find the green for nothing. And we are in a small town, so I am limited to, like, Walmart. Or I could drive an hour away to Joann's. I didn't have that kind of time. So when I told her about it, she's like, no, it's perfect. She goes, as long as it's the right color red. She didn't necessarily want Christmas red. She wanted kind of like the dark red shades along with the dark greens, the dark browns. So she goes, I'm okay with that, if there's more reds in it, because I came to work all stressed out because I was a little bit worried. Anyway, so let me try and slowly get up and show you this at a whole. I just think, these colors are so rich, and that's what she was looking for. She just wanted some richness. And her house is kind of done in the outdoorsy greens and dark browns, a lot of wood tones in there. And she also wanted splashes of gold, so that's just why you're seeing just tiny bits of gold here and there. I'm just kind of going around the wreath here. And so I did a few areas of the bright gold. Obviously not opposed to that at all. Sorry, you get to see my lovely storage on the side there. This wreath is big. It is, again, about 20 inches, 22 inches, I think. But I also wanted to bring in the golds more in kind of that, it's not a bright gold. You can see with those lighter color pine cones, they're actually kind of like that kind of platinum gold, that kind of silvery gold color. I took in a picture of all the stuff I had bought because I didn't, I wanted her to see it, and she just kind of loved that color gold. So it was a perfect choice. So let's start kind of down here at the bottom. I chose to start with, and most of this I got at local Dollar Tree. The other stuff I had to get at Walmart, which was trying to find the greens and stuff. Very hard to do. Anyway, I guess she should have put this order in at like Thanksgiving when all those greens and oranges and colors were out. The greens would have been easier to find. Anyway, so I made like a large bow in the back, red, with this kind of sheer snowflake ribbon. You see me kind of, flipping over here. And then I had this ribbon in my stash that I actually had gotten at like Joann's, and it's just beautiful. You can see like a brown, dark brown on the outside and kind of that lighter brown tone on the inside. So I chose those two things to kind of make my overall big bow with. And I kind of made the bow, because if you look from the top, the bow isn't like sitting up top this way. I kind of made the bow just slightly underneath this time. I just, just kind of the way it came out, but I think it looks kind of cool. So I did that on purpose. No, it just came out that way. I was going to put it more on top, but I have these pine cones back here, and I kind of wanted them to show a little bit. And so then when I popped the wire through of the bows to put it around the other side, through the wreath, it kind of came down a little bit, but it's actually kind of cool looking. And then what I did is I had this pick that I had got from Walmart. It was just in my stash, and it had these little things coming out of it. So I cut those off, and I glued them in at the bottom of the front of the bow, a little bit on both sides, just to give it, and they're dark brown, so it's just perfect color. Give it just a little bit of that texture. And then this, which I was hoping to use, and it did, I got from Dollar Tree. It's like this metal kind of poinsettia piece. It clips on. It's got these tiny little bells, but the green in it was just a nice dark green versus a Christmas green. So I kind of just bent it a little bit more folded so that it could sit, you know, down here because it's more flat. I kind of bent it more forward so it could sit kind of at the bottom of the bow, and just kind of look pretty there. And so I used a lot. The colors that was easy to find, obviously, was the red. And it was easy to find this dark red mesh because I was afraid it would kind of be that brighter red. But all the mesh. And then I also got this, I was trying to find there. Let me move over here. I also got this tulle stuff at Dollar Tree. See right there? Probably, well, you can kind of see the glitter. I was going to say it probably won't show on camera, but it is. It's this really pretty tulle that's got this glitter in it. And I found some of that also in gold, and I put just like 3 of those throughout the gold. Sorry about that. You get to see my lovelies over there. Just 3 of this throughout the gold tulle. Let me wind up right there. You can see some right here. See, that's a little bit of the gold. I was going to put more, but it was just too much. So I just kind of did a splash of gold. I was able to find, I found 2 shades of green. I went with the darker green to tie in, and I know on camera this almost looks brown, but it's so dark green. It has a little bit of a brown tint to it, but you can tell as a whole of the dark green kind of sticking out. So pine cones, got them at Dollar Tree. These are like those platinum kind of colors I was talking about, glittery, and then the red glittery. So I added those throughout the project. I've got them here, kind of mixed as again here, and then again right over here. And then what I did is kind of went around the perimeter and put some of those kind of platinum colors in around at the perimeter of the wreath. Okay, I also had some of these red snowflakes in my stash. You could find at Dollar Tree the different colors of the snowflakes. So I put quite a few of those in. I actually kind of like that they don't stand out. They're very subtle in the piece. I've got, I think, 3 of them on there. Let's see down here. Yeah, see, here's one here. So you really got to look for them. I really have to look for them, but I love that because not everything has to stand out. It just needs to be some beautiful texture and filler, you know, without, like I said, standing out. Dollar Tree had these wonderful ornaments. They were gold, and then in with them also kind of had the like platinum color ones. It was like 5 in a package, but the platinum ones didn't look right. So I put just a gold one here to add to her touches of gold. And also another gold one up here. And then to further add to it, I know it's big. It's kind of a surprise to her. I didn't let her know. I had bought a red and a gold one at Walmart, and it was these beautiful butterfly ornaments. And I chose the gold to kind of counteract, because you know when you work in crafting, it's always nice to have things in odd numbers, and it's always nice to kind of form a visual triangle when you look at it. So I've got the butterfly that comes down here to this gold ornament, then we pop up to this gold ornament, and then back over to the butterfly. So see how that formed that nice visual triangle. The butterfly is significant to her. She lost her son a couple of years ago, and she chose to get a tattoo on her leg, and in remembrance of her son, she chose butterflies. So I chose this butterfly to put on there. It is a little bit big as you stand in and look at the piece, but I think she'll really like it. I hope. I kept telling her I got a surprise for you. I just really wanted in remembrance of that for her son. So trying not to tear up. Anyway, and then also I put some of these bells on here. These bells are actually, you can find them at Dollar Tree. They usually come in silver or gold. These ones were actually in the gold. And what I did is I took, I have this texture spray. It's from Walmart. It's a spray paint. And I texture painted them. Let me move in a little bit closer. This really dark brown color. And so it kind of gave them that rustic look. I really like how those turned out. And you see little bits of the gold bells still kind of peeping through where, you know, it was hard to kind of get coverage. But I love that. But it kind of just made them look really rustic. And that's kind of what I was going for. Okay. I'm trying to think what else. So, oh, the other brown that I have in here that gave it great texture, because I was going for red and dark green mesh, but all I could find was the dark red and a Christmas green mesh. So the other, the texture to put in there besides just all mesh and that little bit of tulle is Dollar Tree had, let me come over here, this beautiful burlap, dark brown burlap. They had it in tons of colors, but I was just like, score, when I found this beautiful dark brown burlap. And it just gives it that texture that this needs. And then once again, I kind of went every other one. I took the mesh and I rolled it. And then I took the, and the burlap's only about that wide, maybe 3 inches wide. So I cut it about 6 inches long and I rolled it and I laid it on top of the mesh. So every other one was like rolled pieces of mesh and burlap. And then every other one was like, took the mesh and I squished it and then squished the burlap into every other one. And that's kind of how I got the texture going around. And then in between, I added like all the, you know, the pieces of the tulle, you know, to add texture. All the green ribbon, I kind of made fishtails of the end and tucked those in and to add the texture and bring it about. I have had a request for this video. I will be honest, I don't know. I have one more wreath to make. I don't know if I can get it on video, but I'll try. If not, I'll get it out there. Hate to say, well, wait another year, but, you know, I'll see what I can do. I'm not going to promise anything. But anyway, I just wanted to share this with you guys. Let you know how beautiful, you know, wreaths can be in all different colors. I was just excited about the way it turned out. I still really hope she doesn't think it's too much red, but, you know, I had to work with what I've got. And what I could find around here. For your knowledge, this cost me $25 to $30, believe it or not, to make only because I had to go to Walmart and find some of the, you know, that green ribbon and stuff. That's like $3 of a, you know, thing of ribbon. And so I had gotten that. I got some really dark brown ribbon in there that you can't see, so that's another $3. Each, you know, spool of ribbon was $3. Picking up that butterfly was not very much, $1 and a half. But you know, when you add everything up, and then this ribbon, it was in my stash, but still got that at Joann's or something. It was like $2.99 or something like that. So you know, I couldn't keep it all at Dollar Tree. If I would have been able to, probably would have cost me about $20, $22, maybe $23, but this a little bit more. But that's okay. I won't make much for my time. I'll, you know, but I will get my supplies back. But that's not what matters to me because she is a friend. I'm just hoping she really likes it. Anyway, if you have any questions, comment down below. Or if you just feel like commenting, say, hey, that's cool looking. I really appreciate it. I love reading your comments. I am working as fast as I can to answer them in between all these bazaars and stuff. But I am loving reading them. You guys make me smile. I thank you for all your kind words. Thank you, thank you, thank you to all my old subbies who have been with me for years and all you newbies coming on. What a compliment to come and subscribe to my channel. I totally appreciate each and every one of you. I'm loving to get to see all these new faces. I thank you for sharing your time with me, and I'll talk with you again soon. Bye.